It's just the entire complexion of your team?
Well, you could see. I think the one thing we have to do is get guys like Glenn and James just to relax a little bit. Not all the burden's on you, you know. And I thought that we took some quick shots trying to do some stuff too much tonight, you know, trying to do our own thing. And we just got to trust everybody. And I thought Thor did a great – I mean, you come in, and I thought he impacted the game in a really positive manner and, you know, earned a spot. To play. I knew I would try and play him, especially if you're struggling on offense, and he came in right away and made an impact. But, you know, when you're reinvented out there, you know, and Tanner went down, and then I decided to play Thor, even regardless if it was here, Palmer at the 4, you know, we didn't execute very well late. And the last 5 or 6 minutes or whatever it was, you know, we tried to run some actions, just screwed them up a little bit. And, you know, we had guys in different positions. We haven't practiced very much. And that's what, you know, tonight was. I thought we discovered a positive in Thor, just making some plays and being scrappy. And but at the same time, you know, how many bench points? 3 in how many minutes? You know, I mean, now they rebounded pretty well. I think they got 15, 16 rebounds, and that's good. But, you know, we tried to feature a couple guys and just couldn't quite get them. You know, we got them looks and they missed, and that happens. We got to get them out of their funk, and then I got to get Glenn going too. I got to figure out how to get him going. That's really important to me.
Isaiah said that it almost felt like the beginning of a season again. Does it kind of feel like that a little bit?
Yeah, it was different. It was really different. You know, I mean, Cope's been a starter every game, and so you know you're running lineups out there, and you're like, okay, this will be interesting. And I thought, you know, like. Brady's just got to play his way in. We saw Brady play against very good competition. Creighton, Seton Hall do very good things, and now he's a little bit of a shadow with that. You just got to, you know, get him back out there, get his feet under him, and because you know there were some things that he just missed on again. That first half, I think we had 2 threes, one with Trice where he's just not up, and the other one with Reavers on a pick and pop, and just a few little things right here and there, and we just didn't. That's the discovery process of those things. But you have to go through that for those guys to gain the confidence.
We'll put your finger on the struggles to score in the paint and finish at the rim.
Well, Wisconsin is an elite defensive team for a reason. I mean, they, you know, since Bo Ryan and Greg Gard, you know, they know how to walk into you without fouling and body you in a way that really makes it tough to score at the rim. Really, the one guy we've had was Turan Petaway that could, I mean, but he was just ferocious. And the gliders struggle a little bit more, right? And so that's not uncommon. It doesn't shock me that we're not great at the rim. I had us at 9 for 27. Not good. I really thought that more than anything, just we had too many quick shots, just quick 1-2 pass possessions, way too many. And one of the things on the game plan was to manipulate their defense, move it around, and that's where I think maybe a couple guys were trying too hard.
Half to 10 points. You probably would have taken that maybe coming into the game. What happened outside of half?
One, we quit scoring. I mean, certainly defensively, as I look at it, they were probably right at a point of possession or just under, you know. And I didn't think defense was the problem. Now, Charlie Thomas hits a 3. Reavers hits a double clutch 3, you know. And, you know, they made some plays. You have to credit them on some things. Davison stepped into a deep 3 against our 1-3-1. Yeah, I think we had the 3-point lead when Charlie hit his 3. That was a real spark for them. If you look at the outcome of the game after that, like for them, I think that was, you know, a nice springboard. You know, Tanner's got to stay in the game for us a little bit, but getting back to the offense, you know, Wisconsin does an excellent job, but we have to take better shots.
I think Thor ended up with 17 minutes, Tanner with 15. Nana was in there for like 7. Do you anticipate that rotation to kind of stay in the same kind of amount of minutes?
I would say we're still in discovery mode on that. I am not willing to commit to anything, but I am going to roll Thor back out there. And I commend Thor. He sat there for a long time, didn't groan, didn't moan, kept a good attitude, and when he stepped in and got his chance, he really made some great plays. And that, that's awesome. As a coach, you really admire that in him, and I can't say enough about that. But in terms of where guys are, it's an open season.
You mentioned Glenn earlier. What do you do to get him?
Yeah, I'm going to watch some tape with him. Usually he and I are best when we just sit down, watch tape, and talk things out. Like, hey, why is that a good shot? Let's look at when you had it going earlier, this game or that game. Let's look at the last couple games, look at his shots, his assists, his turnovers, right? And just kind of talk about that. I thought he passed on too many shots early when James attracted a whole bunch, threw it back to him, and he just didn't quite step into it, And, but, that's the way it goes sometimes, so.
With everybody, not like they defer or they don't want to take that shot.
Yeah, it certainly happens with everybody. Roby's like that too, right? But I thought Roby was better tonight. He was on the hop a little more aggressive. I thought he played freely. And James did fine. I have to watch why James didn't have a good shooting night a little bit. But with G, we just got to get him rolling again because they don't have to feel a burden. They don't have to try and do too much. There's no cape, right? There's no Superman. If you're an alter ego, remember you're Batman, not Superman. So, I just think that when you look at these guys, Wisconsin makes you do some funky things too, to their credit.
Lost 4 in a row. At this point, you probably didn't think you'd be at this record in the season.
How about this? We're at the halfway point of league two, like half. It's halftime.
How do you keep
So you can ask me this 10 more times.
Okay.
All right?
I probably will. How do you keep your guys up and not?
Yeah, we have to stay positive. I mean, that has been the theme since Ohio State, since Rutgers, in terms of us staying in a good place. I thought we were pretty close tonight in terms of the whole night of being in a fighting mentality, staying together. I only saw a little bit on a couple times. And you do get stressed. It's okay to be stressed out a little bit and then come back. But tonight was far better in terms of mentality than it had been previously, and that's good. So what we need to do is figure out the recipe for winning at Illinois, and then whoever's after that, regardless of the outcome. Because if you start to get outcome-based thinking, you're going to, we've been like that too much. And when I look at this, I thought tonight was much better, staying in the moment, fighting back, and doing a good thing. But we have to get better. We've got to come out on top.
You like to be one game at a time, but you ever think you're running out of time?
Well, the great part about college basketball is you're never fully out of time, right? You can always make a run, and there's a lot of equity in this league. So, I guess I've never considered that, so to speak. Even in my most foolish dreams, I think we can win the Big Ten tournament, right? So you always can play your way into something. If we win tonight, we're 14-6, just like Wisconsin. So we're not out of time. There's 10 more league games. You guys get to ask me a lot more questions on more difficult nights than tonight even. Let's hope there are a few better times too. Anything else? Yes.
What does the Husker offense have to do to improve their three-point shooting in future games?
I think share the ball more and not so many quick shots. Like too many shots, too many quick possessions. 1-2 passes into a 3 or into a 2. What were we tonight from the 3? Yeah, one of those nights. And we've got that ability, right? It's like we're either 9 for 20 or 4 for 23. So I think when they're quick, it hurts us.